This life is not balanced. I don't know if you have heard it. If you're from West Africa, there is that saying that this life no balance. So that means what you expect from life is not what you always get out of it. My voice is cracked today, but I just had this inspiration and I felt that I should do this video because sometimes you have this inspiration and then if you don't, you lose the thoughts and then you just don't get to doing that video. So one of my friends reached out to me from a long time. We were students in Paris at the time. At that time in Paris, many years ago, about 17 years ago, I was a master's student, and so we met in class, and we knocked it off. She was an African girl from West Africa, and it was good. She's a nice girl, but where I'm going to is, at the time, while we were students, I started to have some issues with the immigration office. I had some issues with my papers. I was supposed to pass an exam that was tied to the home office or the prefecture extending my stay, and for some reason I failed the exam with just a very little minimal decimal. I begged them to renew, to please allow me to write it again. They said no. So, well, I couldn't take that program. So I went to take another program in another school and had to throw in the process of reapplying to extend my student permit. And at that time, it was very rigid. If you came for this school and you wanted to change school, they won't let you. They would make it difficult for you depending on the prefecture in question. In my own case, I don't know, maybe because my visa was tied to the exam and was under the condition that I had to pass the exam for them to extend my stay. And for whatever reason, since I failed the exam, they didn't want to extend my stay. There were a couple of other students who had grace, and so I think I was talking to the home office, the prefet, as they say in France, French word for like maybe the mayor. I don't know if I'll call him the mayor. No, I don't think he's a mayor because the mayor is like mayor. So he was the prefet, so the head of his boss. So I wrote a letter to him. I had to get a lawyer. And well, another day I'll share with you all the gory and stressful details and all the options that other Africans had to offer. And they were advising me to take those. I didn't want to, partly because of my Christian faith and because of my values, I didn't want to. So I had to go through that whole process of waiting, applying, writing, appealing, and discussing. And while I was still going to school at the time, where am I coming with this? This lady had her own paperwork sorted out. Everything was fine. And I would share my problems with her and she'll console me and tell me, don't worry, everything is going to be all right. It'll work out. Just be patient. And she will share with me the stories of other Africans who had gone through the same process like me, and things have worked out over time. And it took a long time. I finished my master's 1, master's 2, started my PhD, and we were still on this back and forth with the home office. It was annoying. You could still stay as long as you're appealing. But I wanted to be able to travel to other countries, which I couldn't do. And so for that reason, I decided that I was going to come back to my home country to try to renew my papers from my home country, or decide to go to another country. And in the process, I got into a relationship, and we courted and got married, okay? And my spouse, who was my fiancé at the time, did not want to live in France because he doesn't speak French. So he was like, okay, you know what, let's look for another country that will be easy for us to adapt in, that we could live in and understand the language. So we both speak English. Let it be a country where they speak English and both of us can be able to communicate, to be able to go out and not have any communication barrier. And so that was how we we came to Canada. So what I'm trying to draw out of this is that my friend, she reached out to me and she was sharing about her life, and she said, oh, it's been a long time. My life has been rough. Things has been difficult for me. I've had personal problems. I've had marital problems with someone, and I've had a couple of miscarriages. And my family does not like my spouse. Life has not been good. And she was sharing with me, and my heart went out to her. And I remember those days, when things were just, she was a girl that had a very bright future. I saw her going very far in life. I saw her going, doing great things. And I didn't know she would just be in that situation where she's really not, I don't think she's really married to the guy that she's living with. But she's been trying to have a child and she's not able to have one. I don't know her paper status, but I want to believe that she has her papers sorted because she really didn't have any problems at the time. But look at me today. God has helped me so far. I'm not where I ought to be, but I'm better than where I used to be. And today I'm Canadian. I can travel the world. I can go anywhere. I've gone back to France a couple of times. I've gone to Germany. I've gone to London, to other places. Now I have a passport where I can go that allows me to go to any country that is visa-free for Canadians. And where am I getting out with this? It doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter the obstacle in your life at this moment. It doesn't matter your history. It doesn't matter your challenges. Just hold on to God. Hold on to your values. Build a good character. And put your faith in God. God has a way of turning people's life around. He has a way of taking the ashes of your life and making a beautiful life out of your life. No matter what you're struggling with, no matter what people have told you, no matter what your experiences has told you, no matter what your self-talk, you hear, your voices that you hear, the voice of Satan, the voice of the wicked one, the voice of discouragement, the voice of depression, the voice of, downcast, whatever voice is beating you down. I want you to know that as long as you hold on to God and have hope and have faith, everything is going to be all right. It's just a matter of time. Just keep going on. Don't let the challenges that you see today hold you down. The children of Israel were going out of the land of Egypt after God had promised them deliverance. But there was a lot of obstacles on the way. There was the Jordan that they had to cross. There was, Jericho wall. There was all these problems in their life. But God helped them through. He divided the Red Sea for them, this big Red Sea. They should have drowned in it, but they didn't. Because God got them. God got them. God was holding their hands. God kept through to his promise. And I'm promising you today, I'm telling you today, of a surety, God is not going to give up on you. His promise concerning your life is going to fulfill it. You just hold on to doing what you have to do. Keep going on. Keep doing you. Keep studying if you're studying. Keep working. Keep trying new opportunities. And you would see that things will fall out in place. It's just a matter of time. Some people make it now. Some other people, it will take a little time. But eventually, we're going to all be all right. That's all I had to share for you. My name is Princess. If you do not know me, welcome to this YouTube channel. If you're just finding me for the first time. And if you're already part of this group, thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for loving, liking, and commenting on my video. Thank you for encouraging me to keep doing this. Thank you so much. Please subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Like and share your comments, share your story. What have you learned out of life? Thank you. God bless you. And bye. I hope that that you can hear me and that my voice is not so bad. Bye. See you next time.